All right, let's talk about something really important for anyone in the Arizona State retirement system, the ASRS premium benefit. We're going to break down exactly what it is, who gets it, and most importantly, how much it could save you every single month.
So here's the big question, right? If you're a Medicare-eligible ASRS retiree, are you potentially leaving money on the table? This is a benefit that can make a real difference in your budget, but honestly, it causes a lot of confusion. So let's clear that up right now.
So, what in the world is this benefit, really? Well, think of it like this. It's a monthly subsidy, a little bit of help from ASRS to lower the cost of your insurance. Now, it's not cash in your pocket. It's more like a discount coupon that you can only use on a health plan you get through ASRS.
Okay, first things first. Who actually qualifies for this subsidy? Before we even start talking about dollars and cents, you gotta know if you're eligible. Let's take a look. For most folks who've been with the system for a while, these should look pretty familiar. You need at least 5 years of service, you have to be retired or on long-term disability, and here's the big one. You have to be signed up for a health insurance plan through ASRS. That's the key. If you've got those three covered, you're in. All right, let's get to the good stuff, the money. How much are we actually talking about here? To make this super simple, we're gonna walk through a real-world example and figure out the benefits step by step. So to make this crystal clear, let's follow a specific person. Let's imagine a retiree who put in 26 years of service. They're eligible for Medicare, and they're just getting coverage for themselves, no dependents.
Finding your amount is actually a really simple three-step process. 1, know your total years of service. 2, know your coverage type. Is it just you, or are you covering dependents? And 3, you just find where those two things meet on the ASR's benefit table, which we're going to pull up right now.
Okay, this table right here, this is basically the Rosetta Stone for your benefit. It's super simple. On the left, you've got your years of service. Then you've got the columns for your coverage type. And as you can see, the more years you put in, the bigger your monthly subsidy gets. Makes sense, right? So back to our retiree with 26 years of service. They're way up there in that top 10 plus years category. And since they're covering just themselves, we slide over to the retiree-only column and boom, there it is. They get the maximum for their category, $100 a month. Okay, so we know our retiree gets $100, but how do they get it? Now listen up, because this is the single most misunderstood part of this whole thing. Where does that money actually go? And this slide right here is the whole ballgame. The common belief, what a lot of people think, is that this $100 is to pay them back for their Medicare Part B premium. But the reality? Nope. It's a subsidy that's applied directly to your ASRS health plan premium, making that bill cheaper. In fact, ASRS is super explicit about this. They spell it out right here. You must still pay the Medicare Part B premium to Medicare. They couldn't be clearer. The ASRS benefit and your Medicare premium are two totally separate things. So let's put all the pieces together and see what this looks like in a real-world budget. This cost breakdown is going to show you exactly how this benefit works and where you'll see the savings. Okay, let's do the math. First up, you have your standard Medicare Part B premium. This is non-negotiable, and you pay it directly to Medicare. For 2025, let's say that's $185. Next, we add the cost of the health plan you chose through ASRS. Let's just pick an example premium of $150 a month for a Medicare Advantage plan. And now the magic happens. Here's where your benefit kicks in. That $100 subsidy that we calculated gets subtracted right off the top of your HSRS plan premium. So what's your total out-of-pocket cost for the month? It's $235. That's your $185 Part B premium that never changes, plus what's left of your ASRS premium, which is now just $50 thanks to that discount. That's the real-world impact. So, what's the bottom line here? What should you really take away from all this? Let's quickly run through the key points one more time. For our retiree with 26 years of service, it's pretty simple. Their long career gets them into that top tier for the maximum benefit, $100 a month. And the most important thing to remember is that this $100 makes their ASRS plan cheaper. It has nothing to do with their Medicare Part B premium. At the end of the day, it's a fantastic tool to make your health plan more affordable in retirement. And that brings us to our final thought. Now that you've seen how the math works for one person, what about your situation? Go back and look at that table again. Think about what would happen if you chose a different option, like adding a spouse. How would that change your monthly subsidy? Figuring that out is your critical next step to making sure you get the most out of this really important benefit.